hot tub really turned it all around.
Yeah, I don't feel like anything bad's gonna happen.
Dude, he's been shot in the dick. You don't have to touch it that hard.
My hand is acting as a tourniquet.
Oh, well, you work his dick, whatever.
He needs more time.
Then we'll give him more time.
In order to save their friend from a shotgun blast to the genitals, a trio of crude chrononauts travel to the future to thwart a time-hopping assassin. Most of the guys from Hot Tub Time Machine return for the sequel, but this time the jokes go raunchier, the guys are meaner, and the tone turns darker. The film knows it's a lesser movie than the original. The characters constantly comment on their own despicable actions, pretty much acknowledging when they push a joke too far, or when a callback to the original film doesn't quite hit the mark. Everyone seems to know that they don't have the budget or the script to make a film as good as the original, so instead they choose a quantity over quality approach. They overcompensate for the film's shortcomings by throwing out one-liner after one-liner with the hope that at least a fraction of the jokes will land a blow.
You look like a turtle crawled out of a shell.
You look like an egg gave birth to another egg.
You look like Gandalf the Poor.
You look like the least popular kid in a cancer ward.
You look like you've never made a correct decision.
Ever.
With most of these knee slappers themed around genitals, sex, or bodily secretions, the film makes every attempt to endear itself to the lowest common denominator. With that said, I did laugh out loud several times. With John Cusack sitting this one out, the crew has lost its heart and soul. Instead of trying to replace him, the filmmakers simply amp up Rod Corddry's character of Lou. He's an awful, crude, selfish narcissist that ruins the lives of everyone around him.
We should give him mouth to mouth. You should do it.
The story unapologetically makes him the protagonist, replacing Cusack's relatable, lovelorn, aspiring novelist with a total jackass. It's a bold move to say the least.
Damn, you guys gotta come with me.
Why? We gotta make America happen, bro.
The most aggravating thing about the film involves the final scene in which our heroes journey through time to influence some of the most famous points in history.
You're f***ing Ringo!
Through their own words and historical photographs, we see the ideas of a much more interesting, funny movie, but sending our guys back to save Lincoln or replace the Wright brothers on the first flight in history would take a bigger budget and more effort, and obviously both of those are in short supply for almost everyone involved.
I'm the father of the fucking internet.
In a way, I respect the decision to amp up the ugliness of the characters to boldly aim for the most raunchy, crude laughs possible. The filmmakers have set their sights so low that it doesn't take much effort to hit the mark. So congrats, Hot Tub Time Machine 2, you've accomplished almost all of your goals. Unfortunately, those goals mostly revolve around half-assed dick jokes. But those are just my thoughts on Hot Tub Time Machine 2. I'd love to hear yours. You can hit me up on Twitter, John_Harry, or leave me a comment. I'm John, at the movies.